Hello everyone and welcome to the EdWordle tutorial. This is going to be a tutorial to just show you how to use this really cool tool to create word clouds that you can use in your instruction and your class. So we're on the EdWordle page right now, and the first thing that you'll see is this giant blue Create Now button. So to get started with creating your word cloud, the first thing you'll do is you'll click on this button. Once you've clicked on this button, you'll notice that you have a text box here that you can put in all your words. Now you can type words in or you can paste them. I already happen to have a list of 25 words that we're using in this example for a 5th grade spelling class. So I'm going to go ahead and take my list of words and I'm going to go ahead and just paste those words in here. And you'll see that they're all on their individual lines and they're all listed here. Now, over here to the right, you're going to see that you have a few options and checkboxes. The one thing to pay attention to is the words number. You want to make sure that you set this to the amount of words you have to accurately create your word cloud. And then you're going to click on first generate a wordly, and this will go ahead and take your word list and generate a word cloud. Now, once you're on this page, you'll be able to actually edit, create different designs with your words, as well as create different shapes, as make your words larger, change colors and things like that. You'll notice here that you have a few different options and buttons on the right side, and you'll see up here you have a relayout button. So by clicking relayout, what this does is it actually does an auto-generated relayout of the words. Here you can see your word list, and you can see here that all your words are roughly weighted about the same. There'll be slight point variations if the words are longer or shorter or where they appear in the word cloud, but generally speaking, they'll be weighted the same until you actually start adjusting the size and the dynamics of the word. If you wanted to add a word, you can definitely click add a word here and then add a word and give it a weight. On the bottom here, you'll notice that you have different color options. So there's some preset color schemes from EdWordle that you can pick, and you can go through those options. And you can also customize this more. So you have underneath here a background color option where you can actually select a particular background color if you have a specific color that you want to go for. And underneath that, you have a font list here of some pretty fun fonts that you can pick to change all your words into that font. Now, let's talk about editing specific words. So to edit a specific word in terms of its size, color, positioning, things like that, the first thing you'll do is you'll click on the word. And you'll notice that this box appears around this word. Now, once you click on the word, you can drag that word anywhere, and you'll see that the other words will kind of just get out of its way as you drag it and you put it in the position that you want. You can also adjust the color and font of that particular word by clicking here and selecting a color, as well as you'll have the colors that are available in the swatch that you selected here. Or you can just change the font of that particular word. Maybe that one word you want to have in a different font as opposed to the other words. You can go ahead and do that. Now, to change the size of the word, maybe this word is going to become an important word, or as we're reviewing this spelling list, we decide that this word is going to be one that we want to focus on because it's a word that everyone is struggling with. So to do that, you're going to make sure you click on that word, and you're going to use your mouse wheel and actually scroll up to make it larger or scroll down to make it smaller. So you can go ahead and do this and make certain words larger, certain words smaller, certain words maybe slightly larger. Maybe there are words that are not that difficult and we want to make them really small because we don't really want to focus too much on them. And this is where this will actually become fun and interactive for your students, because you can do this actively in a group setting with your class. Now, in addition to that, if you wanted to rotate a word, you can simply click on a word, and then you can use the R and E buttons on your keyboard to rotate the word. So you can see here I'm pressing R, and this is rotating that word towards the right. And if I press E, it rotates this more towards the left. So you can see with this, you have a lot of options where you can kind of really get in here, design your word cloud, and make it something fun and interactive for your students that you can go through in a group setting. If there's a word that you decide that you don't want in your word cloud anymore, so maybe this word here we don't want anymore, you can simply click on that word and press the delete button on your keyboard, and it'll go ahead and remove that word from your word cloud. At any time, you can click relay out, and it will go ahead and relay out your word cloud into another auto-generated relayout. So maybe, we move these words around and we don't like the positioning. Maybe we kind of got a little messy and we kind of just want to bring everything back in. We can go ahead, click relay out, and it'll go ahead and bring everything back in. For us, as well as, do some auto rotating and things like that based on the relay out. And that is the basic tutorial on how to use EdWordle. You can really adopt this tool to any lesson that involves memorizing terms or understanding important terms or words, and it really can be something fun and interactive for your students. At the end, you can always go ahead and you can save your word cloud. You can save it as an image or as a PDF to post to your Google Classroom or any other learning system that you have. Or you can also save the edit data by clicking this, and then it'll go ahead and it'll actually copy into your clipboard all the edit data, so that you can then paste that into a document, and then later on you can come back here, click load edit data, and then paste that back in here so that you can continue working on your word cloud if you wanted to edit it at a different time. So once again, that's the basic tutorial on how to use EdWordle. I hope this was helpful, and have fun creating.